Hey there, I'm Wendy Johnson, and I'm here today to talk to you about the 3 productivity tips to alleviate overwhelm. Experts tell us to tackle the most important tasks first. But what happens to those low priority tasks that stay in the brain that never get done? That's what I want to talk to you about today is when we have too many of those low priority tasks sitting around needing to be done, they cause mental drain, and it's very difficult to end your day and relax in the evening and sleep well. So I'm here to share 3 tips that I found and a bonus tip to help you be more productive and alleviate that overwhelm. But before I do, I want to introduce myself. Again, I'm Wendy Johnson, a transformational life coach. I live in Indian Wells, and I love to help people design an intentional life, living on purpose with more joy, peace of mind, and well-being. So back to the problem of open loops in the brain. There was a psychologist back in the 1920s, and he describes it in the Zeigarnik effect, and that is that our brains tend to focus on unfinished tasks over finished tasks. So our brain is constantly worrying and overwhelmed with mental chatter on what has not been done. And I want to share with you some strategies today that can help you. The first one is the 2-minute rule. And the 2-minute rule, it's something like the dropping the food on the ground, that you can pick it up and eat it. The 5-second rule, but this is a distant cousin. The 2-minute rule is whenever you're presented with something you need to do, whether it's make a phone call, respond to an email, answer a question from a coworker or a friend or a family member, if it takes less than 2 minutes to do, then do it immediately instead of planning it for later. And if there's too many of those 2-minute to-dos, that's something that you want to do another time, but it's just to take care of the most pressing that you can do quickly. And the second tip I have for you is to capture all your to-dos in an easy system. And it's a system that works for you depending on the role you have in your work and in your personal life. But writing things down, it removes the mental burden of having to remember and having to recall what you plan to do. So it's the decision fatigue where you don't have to constantly decide what you have to do next because it's already in your to-do list. It's already categorized, captured, categorized, prioritized, and you know what to do next. And the third tip is to have a shutdown ritual at the end of the day. And this is based on the book Deep Work by Cal Newport. And in it, he says to be able to have closure in your day so that you have recovery in the evening. It's very similar to being an athlete or in a sport. You need to have that downtime, that recovery time, in order to perform well. And the same goes with your personal and professional life. So the first thing you want to do is just to check any last emails or messages that have come through on your phone so that you haven't missed anything and you're not worried about whether you missed something. And the second item is to make a list of any outstanding tasks, anything that hasn't been finished and is incomplete, and at what and to write that down. What do you have left? And to create a plan for the next day of what you're going to tackle. And you want to be able to just skim and review your entire to-do list. Is there anything that you could eliminate or delegate or take care of immediately? So whatever it is, you're closing out the day. And I have a bonus tip for you, and I am working on this now. For the last 2 Fridays, I've taken off, and I am working on those low priority items, and I will be doing it again tomorrow. And it's to just get those out of the way, because they build up when you're focusing on a big project, like writing a book or building a course, such as I'm doing. And it's freeing up my brain so that during the week while I work, I can focus, and I don't feel overwhelmed, and I'm able to relax in the evening knowing that I've done what I've wanted to do. So anything that is stressing you out, write it down. Just continue to brain dump anything that's going on in your head. And it's handy if you're traveling or having a notepad in your purse or in your wallet, in your nightstand, so that you can, in your phone, so that you can write anything down, any ideas. One of my favorite quotes by David Allen is, "Your mind is for having ideas, but not for holding them." So it's getting those ideas out, getting those tasks out, and having a place for them so that you can take action on them. So I hope this helps. I just want to recap. This is really easy. Just follow the 2-minute rule and capture your to-dos, and build in a shutdown ritual for the end of the day. And then schedule a just do it day or a just do it time period in your month where you can complete those low priority tasks. And to further help you, I have, to give you clarity on your dreams and goals, I have a free guide, 10 Principles to Design a Life You Love, and you can grab your copy below. And I appreciate you being here for growing and learning and taking the time to become a better version of you, and for being on this journey with me. I look forward to talking with you again next week, and bye for now to you and your success.